My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire Modded with base mod, the Mystic, Replay the Spire, Fetch mod, and Always Whale currently installed. I think I'm actually going to play with Ascension 1 here so that we can play, possibly go after a bunch more elites, that kind of thing, that kind of jazz, that kind. Whoo! 21 for random rare relic. Ooh, hang on. I think an extra strike has been added since last we played. Well, I could remove and then just basically change back to the previous version. That's actually pretty important to do. Not only because I'm, thin deck. That's my kind of style, right? But also to get arts and spells in the same hand, you're going to want all of the dilute cards. Or, well, not all of it. You're going to want as many of the dilute cards as you can possibly get out of there. Alright. There's a 3 lead on the left-hand side with an early shot. Or there's not really anything else. It does get me to the bonfire at the very end, which is interesting. Alright, we'll go with that. Cool. Can use this to start our combo. Oh no, of course. Right, it's a spell and this is technical, so I need an art. Right, so it would have buffed up the other card. Dang. There's the arcane dodge. On the turn that the enemy isn't attacking. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Yeah, absolute best I can do that turn. Wait a second. Wait just 1 second. Oh, gosh. Flux isn't supposed to work when I have something in full screen. But it was doing it there. Alright, so if I can dodge, then this is 14, 14, 20. It's not enough, so instead we want a Shocking Grasp first for the arcane dodge buff, then attack again. Yikes. Well, at the very least, we know that the enemy is not defending next turn, so as long as we get 3 attacks, we're cool. Of course, it's not 3 attacks. That's okay. You can get him even closer. Now we get our 3 attacks, but only need 2. Beautiful. Illusion of Calm versus Corrosive Touch versus Disengage. Disengage is an art. We've had more trouble getting arts than we have getting spells. Especially an art that's defensive. Like, Arcane Dodge is a defensive art as well. But most of the other arts that I've seen have been aggressive. Is that true? No, that's not strictly true. Never mind. Ignore me. I still probably want to go with the Disengage. 7 and 10. I think this used to be 8 and 11. Or maybe I'm thinking about the spell version of the same thing. Okay. Transform, upgrade a random card. We've got a heavy strike instead of a strike. Yeah, totally fine. Aggressive art. It'll set up for a Shocking Grasp immediately thereafter, as well as applying the vulnerability. Hang on. I think the numbers on most of the things have shifted. Many of the things. Because this is now much closer to just being bash, whereas I think it used to be like 10 damage on its base level, then 14 on the upgrade, but I think it was 3 vulnerability on the upgrade? I'm not certain. I should really be reading the patch notes. That's my bad. Okay. There's the spark. Yeah, didn't have an effect. That's fine. Yeah. It's unfortunate that's the cheapest way to kill it, because then I don't get the ability to put the vulnerability on the Acid Slam in the back line, but Nice. Very little HP remaining. Not enough defense, though. Yikes. I could have done that slightly better, but I wouldn't have done any more damage, so it didn't matter. Sideswipe, Sudden Clarity, and Components Pouch. Never mind. Okay, there are a bunch of defensive arts. I'm just bad. 7 for each spell in hand. Upgrades to 9. That used to be 10 on the upgrade. I'm certain of that. We have 1 spell in the deck so far. Okay, I don't think we can take any of these. Damn it. Bent Spoon I really wanted, because then I was going to go like Rapid Caster, Tome of Spells, synergize off the back of those. Okay. I still kind of want to get Rapid Cast Tome of Spells. I want to do a build that's like a bunch of cantrips. Sure. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. Frost. They're also all spells, so we can just get a bunch of arts and have the cantrips as our spells. It's definitely a way of doing things. 21, just short on the damage. Ah, well. Still got the vulnerability on the enemy. We're fine. We're fine. Tome of Spells for Prestidigitation as well as Read Magic, but if I play Rapid Caster here, I can get Read Magic twice? Nah, I don't want that. Shocking Grasp didn't get upgraded, so that means I haven't played Knight yet. Did I just discard a Defend? I did. Wow. That was really dumb. Really, really bad play of me. Should have defended there. There's our dodge, and yeah, we kill with a Ray of Frost next turn. Whee! What? Thought it would have done enough damage. I thought it was 3 by base, but it's 2 by base. Alright, cool. Style Change, Snowball, Gemini Form. Okay, so for the first spell and art you play each turn, play a random card of the other type from your draw pile. So this used to be the gain HP and gold at end of combat, and it was one that I didn't really understand how it functioned. You know what? I'm going to do it. Taking Gemini Form, I'm basically just going to take Gemini Form and a lot of spells and arts. That's Gemini Form, and then... Hey, we cast an Arcane Dodge there! Hey! An Arcane Dodge there! That was actually really good. Unfortunately, we don't have that many arts or spells, so... Yeah, this is a skill. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, I'll Rapid Caster Prestidigitation for the double block there. Draw again. Just defend. I could have defended for the extra 9 using the Dex Potion at the top. Well, not the Dex Potion, the Speed Potion, rather. Okay, Prestidigitation... wait, hang on. So, if I play Prestidigitation, I'll play either Disengage or Heavy Strike. If I play Arcane Dodge, then I'll play either Acid Splash or Shocking Grasp. But if I play Prestidigitation... Sorry, but if I play Arcane Dodge, it doesn't get its own bonus, and Shocking Grasp does get a bonus. Prestidigitation plays twice. Wait, what? Oh, wait a second. So from Rapid Caster rather, Prestidigitation played twice. The first thing it did, because there's no log in this game, so I have to go through it manually. The first thing it did was pulled out Disengage and played that. Gemini Form says only the first, hang on. The first spell and art you play each turn. Also play a random card of the other type from your draw pile. Wait a second. They combo off of one another then, because I played the Prestidigitation, which gave me Disengage, which then gave me Shocking Grasp. Because Prestidigitation's second trigger from Rapid Caster is a spell, so it can't have given me that. Also, this doesn't look like it's considered a spell so long as you played fewer than 3 spells this turn. Okay. That's good information to have. Okay. Grasp there. For the Heavy Strike. I didn't want to be targeting the mainliner in the Sentry, but the random decision from Gemini Form kind of forced my hand there. Holy hell. Oh my gosh. So I just need to be able to guarantee that I can do that every single turn, right? Cantrips are a good way to start that. Cantrips and loading my deck up with arts. But the thing is, the cantrips themselves... Oh, the cantrips themselves can get pulled. Okay. No, we're okay. We're okay. Unfortunately here, unless Heavy Strike is one of the 2 cards left in the deck, we're not really going to be able to pull anything off here. Yeah, it's not. Damn. Well, I can Heavy Strike and it will pull out the Acid Splash. Play that. And it gets played twice from the Rapid Caster. And then, because it drew 2 times, it generated a new deck. And then that new deck did have an art in it. Oh my gosh, that's so... Alright, Chicken Grasp is not enough for the kill. Fine, we'll defend. Does Gemini form change at all when you play arts and defense? Because I can see it being a problem in kind of like quick play, figuring out what you've already played and what you haven't. You know, it doesn't look like Gemini form changes. But at the very least, if you can see you've got spell played 1 and arts played 1, then you know Gemini form's deactive. Or inactive. Cool. It is deactivated. It is inactive. Get him. Potion Belt upon pickup, gain 2 potion slots. Not bad. Charged Parry is an art. It's a defensive art. Arcane, gain 3 strength this turn, 5 on the upgrade. That's interesting. Because we're in a combo kind of situation, right? Because we're having the Gemini form pull things out. Could we take Charged Parry? This could be a problem. Okay, we'll Acid Splash on someone who can then get killed with a single strike. Because we know we're going to Arcane Dodge now. And then Shocking Grasp to kill the healthiest. And then we'll kill that Acid Slime. We accept 1 damage this turn, and we lose the Gemini form. But playing the Gemini form is a fool's errand in this combat. Unfortunately, we have no spells. So it's just going to be defend, defend, defend. I could have gotten away without one of those, right? Yeah, I could have. Whoops. Should have counted that. One down. Oh well. Shocking Grasp gets upgraded by the technical. We do have an art left in our deck, so it's possible that we still hit that. Okay. This was just in case, because now the Shocking Grasp does 6 there, and then we've got 2 strikes to the front line. Mirror Strike. If every other 2 spells played this turn, deal another 7 damage. That is super cool in like a super spell heavy. That, I mean, it's a cantrip, right? Well, no, it's not. It's not that it is a cantrip. I was thinking it goes in a deck with cantrips, but it doesn't go in a deck with cantrip because you can only play 3 spells if you're only playing cantrips, right? So you would be, 7 twice. That's not that great. I guess the cantrips do need to be limited in such a way that they're only a spell if you haven't played, if you've played few spells that turn. Otherwise, things like Mirror Strike wouldn't be possible. But also, you would be super incentivized just to have a deck that's literally just cantrips and cantrip generation. Didn't I decide I pick up every art so I could take Power Slash? Woo, 2 sparks. Not bad, not bad. Alrighty then. It's my best defense. Now, yeah, we've got it. Just needed the aggression in that hand. Magic weapon. Gain 2 strength. Add a blade burst to your discard pile. I've never actually seen this, so I don't... Well, I've never seen the blade burst, so I don't know what it is. I want the Tome of Spells, but the magic weapon is uncommon, and I don't know what it is. Matroshka, the next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics, excluding boss chests. We'll go for the 2 more elites. We'll be fine. So I probably don't need Rapid Caster. Yeah. Because I'm not going to be playing a bunch of cantrips, because cantrips are spells, but they're also skills. Gemini form seems like the correct maneuver here. Get that out and then just start chaining off. So Heavy Strike would play nothing in my deck actually at the moment. Damn. Magic Weapon would play Arcane Dodge, which is pretty good. What is Blade Burst? Lose 1 strength, deal 11 damage, add a magic weapon to your discard pile. So you get more strength than you lose from Blade Burst. So you just chain them back and forth. Ideally, I guess. Yeah, this is a pretty big problem right now. We have to play the Tome of Spells this turn because we need a cantrip that draws. Because it'll generate a new deck, and then it'll play an art, and then that art will play a spell if I have one left in my deck, which apparently I don't. Spells played 1, arts played 1. What? How did they ever chain before? Hang on. Why didn't it play a spell? I've got Shocking Grasp and Prestidigitation in there. Yeah, I'm possibly gonna die as a result of thinking that was gonna do more than it ended up doing. Cool. That's exactly the play that I needed to save me. All right, take the 28 in the bird face turn. Momentum. Spells and arts deal 1 more damage and gain 1 more block for each card of the other type played this turn. Sure. I don't know where I'm going to get the energy to play Momentum and Gemini form in the same battle. Can I upgrade Momentum to 2 cost? I can. Sure. The 2 speed potions make me feel pretty comfortable as long as this isn't the Gremlin Knob, which it can't be because we just had the Gremlin Knob, that we're going to be okay. Okay, all good there. Unfortunately, we definitely can't play the Gemini form this turn. Or even Momentum. So we'll Magic Weapon, which makes the Arcane Dodge actually protect us for literally all of our HP with a Speed Potion. Cool. So I'm thinking like Disengage, Heavy Strike, but Power Slash and Normal Strike is actually better. It's more important just to get the Sentry super close to dying already. Especially because they're attacking this turn. Spells. Digitation twice. Charge that parry. My gosh. That was garbage. No attacks at all. Ugh. Fine. I'll play Momentum there because it heals me for 2 as a result of the bird face turn, so it's actually like I'm only missing out on 2 block for having done that. Unfortunately, since Ray of Frost has got to be double cast, I need it to be cast on a target that survives. Super lame. Wow. All right. So 13 damage. It says lose 1 strength before deal 13 damage. Does that mean I'm dealing 12 with it? it deals the 13. Okay. Then it's got to be defend, shock, and grasp. Yup. Whew. I was terrified I was going to get like a really just garbage defense here and die. That's okay though. Get him! Rabbit's Foot. Whenever you play an art, gain 1 block. Okay. This is an art that adds a cantrip to our hand. This is an art for vulnerability. We already have an art for vulnerability, even if the other one is really good. We lose the max HP here. Trampled and gouged and trampled by a horned beast. That's the... gouged and trampled. I thought that was Gremlin Knob because Gremlin Knob has horns. It is Gremlin Knob. Okay. I probably just lost the game by deciding to take the mission then. So, you know, don't do what I just did. This already blocks me for a... actually, no. I'm gonna be enraging the enemy. I don't think there's literally any way we survive this after I took this fight. Like, I think I basically just conceded the game by doing that. But I'm gonna give it a gosh honest attempt. I don't know how I'm going to get 44 damage in a single turn. Start with Feint. Then Power Slash. Then Blade Burst. We actually got it. We did not deserve that, frankly. At the start of each combat, add a random art to your hand. Okay. Charge Parry is another art. Kinda want Cure Light Wounds. Charge Parry. I might not even have the ability to rest here. Never mind, we do. Rest, Smith, and Mine. Okay, so it's a very, very kind of basic bonfire there. Lunge. Gain 2 energies. Sure. 2 energies. 2 energy, rather. I want to Rapid Caster before I read Magic, but the thing is, if I do that, then I can't guarantee that I would be able to play Gemini form if we drew it, rather. I think I want Momentum, Heavy Strike. I kind of want Rapid Caster. It's going to be Magic Weapon. Cool. Fine. Play the Gemini form this turn as well. Get all of our powers out. 35. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately I can defend for a maximum of 11. Well, 13. 2 of them were arts, so I got the Rabbit's Foot trigger on each of those. Feints with Rapid Caster, allowing me to double cast the Acid, which also played a bunch of other cards from my deck. I could play the Shocking Grasp here and split the enemy. That would prevent 3 more slimes being put in my deck. I'm not doing it. No, I want to split the enemy with much more damage. So I'm thinking like Heavy Strike. Heavy Strike follows through with... nothing.  8 And then I can't guarantee a split afterwards. Damn it, I should have just split last turn. Should have just split last turn. Should have split while I was ahead. Right. Definitely play the charged parry as well. Again, I'm not looking to split any of them. You treat the split effectively as a stun, so you set them up for it, and then you trigger it later when you don't think you would be able to defend. That's really unfortunate the Spike Slime decided to attack here, because I'm pretty sure that literally all of my damage in the spikes, never mind, the art summoned another one, and it hit the right target. That's so good. Oh, sorry, it summoned a spell, and it hit the right targets. There's no spells in there. There's only arts. So we'll play that, then a spell which plays twice, but also pulls something else out of my deck. Spark. Well, one of them's a cantrip, but the thing is, like, the best that I would do after the spark is play a slime. So I think I leave the spark in my deck so that I can combo cast if I draw it. Nice. Just completely destroyed an enemy. And got me another spark as well. Alright. Spell recall. Return a spell from your discard pile to your hand. I don't know how the Gemini forms would stack with one another. I'm assuming for the first 2 spells and arts you play each turn. But I can't guarantee that. And 2 3-cost cards is a lot. Especially, we had to upgrade the momentum to get it away from that. Extra energy would work at this point, but so would the... So would Snecko. Disintegrate is interesting. It's a spell, and we have fewer spells than anything else. So if it... And if it gets pulled out of the deck to instacast, that's insane. I think we keep it just for that reason. And then here we just have to take the extra energy. So we'll go for the Cursed Key. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Whenever you open a non-boss chest, gain Curse. Two elite max? 3 elite max. Oh, 3 elite max, but the path is disgustingly poor. Oh well. Rapid caster before the Ray of Frost. Hey, there's a momentum I didn't expect to be able to get. And I could deal more damage, but I'm actually going to start working away at the artifacting by playing that Keen Edge. More than happy to play the Gemini form there. And now it is combo time. So I have an art and a spell left in my deck. Unfortunately, that I've got 2 spells, and one of them is the one that I want to cast. So, gonna faint, which did play Disintegrate. Awesome. Yeah, no, I don't want those. I don't want spells to dilute the Disintegrate getting played. I don't want to make it my entire strategy, but it is cool when it happens. You do intend to attack, so I can weaken you, which means the charge... I should have done it in the other order. The charge parry is powered up. Nice. Woo! Very nice. And disintegrate him. Lightning Bolt is a good spell to be pulled out of the deck, actually. And it will always have its technical effect if it's pulled out of the deck. Because it pulled out by playing an art, right? Deal 10 damage, become weak for 3 turns. Probably not. I'm thinking it's probably Momentum Heavy Strike, but I think I could also consider going for the Tome of Spells, possibly drawing into Gemini form. Sure. Didn't draw into Gemini form, and we just exhausted all of our cantrips. Go. Perplexing glare. Hey, that's a cheap disintegrate. Not bad, not bad, not bad. There's the super low-cost Gemini form that I wanted. Unfortunately, I have nothing to start the combo here. Got a spell and an art in the deck. Play that. It plays the spell, which then didn't play the art. It played the art, which then didn't play the spell. I don't know why it worked one time, but it doesn't work after that. Interesting. That's a lot of damage right there. And we'll finish it off with just 2 run-of-the-mill strikes. Power attack, gain 4 strength and lose 1 dex this turn. That's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I'm not entirely certain. Can sideswipe you. Provide some AoE damage as well. I can use 2 more arts, which actually gets me 2 more defense from the rabbit's foot. But mostly I'm doing it just because I want to start tearing into this Chosen really, really, really early. So I'm allowing myself here to take 2 damage so that I have the better setup on the Chosen. Just because the Chosen can be a real annoyance. Can't believe I didn't do that first. It's not really going to matter that much, specifically for the bird. Because they take half damage anyway. But still. Power attack. Also got a Tome of Spells. Drop the momentum. Unfortunately, I can't disintegrate and shocking grasp. So now I'm actually running up against the block wall that I didn't want to run up against. Dang it. Yikes, that's going to be a rough draw. Oh, ouch. This is why I was trying to race them down. Because I knew that we were going to have bad turns like that coming up. Because we do need to play a lot of skills with this deck. Like, I could accept another 15 here, but it's not a great idea. Six by 5. Alright. You're going to have to get on the ground, bud. And again, I have to put a bunch of days in my deck. Yikes. This deck is definitely a little all over the place. It's intentionally so. I'm kind of drafting this as a language potion. Play through language. Cool. Totally down to take lunch. I'm effectively drafting this as kind of like an exploratory thing, I guess. Rapid caster, and then it doesn't play it twice, but it was my first cantrip since I had rapid caster out. Again, allowing myself to take some damage here because I believe that ultimately it will stop damage in the future. Hate that I can't play Disintegrate that turn. Welp. Alright. Definitely got to lunge first. Gemini form is finally in play. Was lunge a spell? It was an art. Damn. I'll play that. It pulls out an art. Play the spell, which doesn't pull out anything. And then I'll play this art for the full defense. Unfortunately, now we've got a lot of dazeds in there. Very much hoping not to have an attack launched against me this turn, but you know what? It's fine. I can get my strength ridiculously high this turn. Power attack. Ray of Frost, charge parry, acid splash. Yeah, you know what? I'm doing it. Our strength is 12 this turn. And then we get to double play the Ray of Frost. Yeah. I figured that was probably going to lead to lethal. And a random cantrip to your hand and then duplicate all cantrips in your hand exhaust. That sounds pretty good to me. Spell, so technical, so I need an art in play. So if I charge parry, I get 3 extra strength. This is 13 in AoE. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's 14 in AoE. Oh, right, because of the effect of momentum. Right. Got it. It's going to be difficult to keep track of numbers here. Heavy strike that, and I just play Nart. Oh no, but I don't have Gemini form out. Whoops. Let's make you languid. Strength down there. There's a Gemini form. There's a magic weapon. Was that a disengage? Don't really care that I lost that. Unfortunately, both of these are feet, so I have to play one of them first. I'm gonna go with the lunge. Disintegrated a target for me, nice. I have to cast the Tome of Spells, and then the first cantrip that I play this turn should just be the one that I would like to duplicate. Alright, draw again. Oh, big old heavy strike right there. Nice. Well, disintegrate, then casts Mirror Strike. It's pretty close. Got us pretty close to the lethal. We'll have to use the energy bolt to get it done. Spell recall into your hands? No. No. I want high cost things. Draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards unless you have a spell and an art. It's just not worth it. I like Ebon and Flow is like a 1 energy draw card each turn, then discard 2 unless you have a spell and an art. Like, if you can't guarantee that you are always getting the benefit out of that and not the downside, then it's real rough. Cards which exhaust when played will instead discard 50% of the time. Now, that's going to be bad for some things, but for Tome of Spells and for some of the cantrips that it gives, that would be really good. I think I actually want this Strange Spoon here. Also take Lantern and start removing more strikes and stuff from our deck. Lantern, of course, being gain an energy on the first turn of each combat. Extra energy on lunge is okay. I think I want to upgrade the Disintegrate. I shouldn't have opened. Oh, no, wait, I should have opened that Matryoshka. Next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics, Oddly Smooth Stone and Toxic Egg. Both of those are actually really big for us. Hunker down, gain 2 decks until the end of the turn. Okay. Should probably do that before the Prestidigitation. I should actually probably do the Dex Potion before I do anything else right here. There we go, hell of a lot of damage to all of you. I actually get to play literally my entire hand here. And it's actually going to fully defend us as well. Wowzers. I can't power attack. Because I need the full value of the disengage here. Or is it Rapid Cast a Tome of Spells? I think it's Rapid Cast a Tome of Spells. Disintegrate instantly kills someone, but it takes almost my entire turn, and I don't get the Rapid Caster in play. Hey, I did discard that time. Nice. I think I discarded one of those. Nice. Draw the card, and then I can get momentum and defend, and I can just fully defend this turn and I want to, if I want to, that is. Yeah, I do. We got more things in play. We got another power in play. It's, you know, quite a good turn. Lunge. Yikes. Well, if we don't lunge this turn, we're probably just dead to the enemy already, so. Well. So I've got one art already in play. I have one spell in my hand. So if I play Gemini Form and then Feint, I'll get a spell. Or I'll Energize Rift and then... Okay. Gemini Form, we Feint on the back line. Then we play the Energized Rift, which also generates a card from our deck. Plays it. We'll Spark twice there. I don't know why the Spark went off twice. I thought... No, it was our first cantrip of the turn. Yeah. Then past this, they aren't spells. You can see they don't have spells on the border anymore. Okay. Gain some strength there. I could kill the backliner outright. I can do that in the other order anyway. Damn it. So they discarded, but they didn't get any benefit for me. Hunker down is nice, but like I can heavy strike to kill the backline, saving myself 12 damage, or I can double charge parry to save myself 14. But that's the maximum that I can save this turn right now, right? And the enemy's incoming damage is 28 plus 12 is 40. So if I do double charge parry. No, I don't double charge parry. I just kill the backline. I just have to accept a bunch of damage this turn. Nice. Okay. Prestidigitation will be doubled. So. Also played a disengage. And then another prestidigitation got played? What? The first cantrip you play each turn is played twice. Why did... I don't know. I don't know. Also, wait a second. Where are you? Energized Rift says add a random cantrip to your hand, then duplicate all cantrips in your hand. I had... Like, how have I got different cantrips then? Oh, there's an Acid Splash and a Spark in there? But the thing is, I only had Prestidigitation in my hand, didn't I? No, Prestidigitation and Ray of Frost. So it also added a Spark, then it also added a Acid Splash, and then it tried to duplicate all of them, and it put the Spark and the Acid Splash in my discard pile. You can see them two there. So I got 2 spells out of it instead. 2 skills, rather. 2 cantrips. Interesting. It's going to be difficult to keep track of numbers, though, for that reason. Spark played twice. Why did the other one play 3 times before then? I don't know if I'll ever know. Can double the Spark. Then it played a Hunker Down. And then the Hunker... What? So it doubled the Spark. The Spark played the Hunker Down. Which is an art. So that makes sense because Spark is a spell. And then Hunker Down played Acid Splash. It has to, because this is an art and that's a spell, right? And the only thing that pulls the thing of the other type. Why is that sometimes happening and not always happening? Garlic, enemies lose 3 strength at the start of combat. They gain 1 strength over the next 3 turns. That, I mean, couldn't that literally, with languid now as a keyword in the game, couldn't that literally be enemies start with 3 languid? Because it's the same mechanic, isn't it? Maybe it stacks differently with strength reduction itself, I guess. I'm going to take the hunker down because I think like often we end up without decks. That ends up being a problem. I'm also going to take the Tome of Spells here. Primarily, I'm terrified of... I probably could have taken a regen potion there for the possibility of surviving this elite. I'm on a deadlock with this elite, so I kind of just have to fight them. I don't have to like it here. That's really unfortunate. Super non-aggressive hand for the opening here. I feel like we're probably dead this combat. Based off of me not being familiar enough with the card set to play thick. I mean, 27 cards in the deck. I'm definitely playing thick right now. If I allow them to attack me for 1 this turn, I can get that rapid caster in play. That seems pretty important. It also heals me for 2. So it's actually, ultimately, I'm better off in terms of HP for having played it. Disintegrate kills the back line. It's too easy. Well, it's not too easy. I should have lunged. I just immediately saw the disintegrate and I was like, oh my god, we're saved. I don't want to save myself 2 damage with a steroid potion. Wait. Easy. Actually, I should have played the momentum first for the 2 healing. That's my bad. So again, Tome of Spells. 2 power attacks. I'm not even going to be playing either of them. It's really unfortunate. Alright, let's start with the Ray of Frost. Oh, God. Sucks. Fine, I'll disintegrate. Ouch. Definitely start with a feint. Ray of Frost is a good pickup there. Nice defense. And I'll momentum, which also heals me. We do lose Gemini form, but we've got momentum in play at least. Energize Rift. Yeah, and that time it just added a single one and then duplicated them all. I don't know what's happening sometimes here. I kind of want a double charged parry and then just hit with 2 acid splashes. And I don't want to do it twice. Yeah, because then I don't have the ability to cast any of the cards that come off of the draw from them. Hunker down definitely seems important here. That said, Tome of Spells should draw first. We'll hunker down. Now the block is for a patently insane amount. Ray of Frost are actually pretty defensive as well. Not bad. I don't want to play the Read Magic because the possibility exists that it draws a card that I desperately want for the kill in the next turn, like Disintegrate. Juicy Bracelet, regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms, as well as Flurry. Well, we do have a lot of things that gain strength in this deck, so let's take Flurry. I'm going to guarantee that I can rest by not going to the bonfire. Just trying to play enough things that I can kill this. Well, I'm better off playing Rapid Cast this turn anyway. I only lose 1 HP there because I healed 2 by playing the Rapid Caster. This turn is a little more problematic. Play the Energize. Ooh, if you had to give me anything, Spark is what I wanted, so thank you. Should have played the Gemini form that turn earlier. Possibly would have pulled a spell or an art out of the deck. Okay. Disintegrate pulls out pretty much anything except for Tome of Spells. Oh. Pulled out a Heavy Strike. Nice. That's the kill on the front line then. Power Attack Flurry seems like there's no way to stop me from just killing them. So much value. Yes. Now I get to play Momentum before I kill, so I get a little bit more HP back. Alright. Stone Skin. Gain 2 block at the start of the next 4 turns. So without a Dex up, that's... Wait, it's a turn longer. If you had a thin deck and you could just, like, play that multiple times, good lord. Good lord. Whew. That could be super cool. Alright. Let's take the Alacrity. It's the champ. I should probably rest. I'm gonna need to basically have all of my cards in play anyway. Mirror Entity, Spells and Arts also advance next turn spells and art counter. The problem with that is I don't know whether or not that would... I don't know whether or not that would prevent me from having the buff of the first spell and art you play each turn. I'm assuming not. That's why I'm playing it. Rapid Caster does need to be in play for this combat. Alacrity is our full defense, so I can then just kind of draw to my heart's content. That was definitely misordered. As I said earlier when I was talking about this mod, I am going to be misordering a lot of things. Just because there's, like, I'm new to the character and there's a lot of complexity in this. Not being able to play the Gemini form in this combat is pretty bad. That's really disheartening. I lose it as well. I shouldn't have played anything before I started drawing. It's my bad. Power Attack, Tome of Spells. I'll play at least one of you before I charge parry. Then we faint. Then we... Oh my gosh. 14, 14, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. No, I can't flurry. That was gonna be so good. Also went past the lunge. Energized Rift actually stayed in our deck. So did Tome. Oh my gosh. Oh, wee. Yeah, this is pretty nutty. Read Magic can drop 2 and give me a Tome of Spells. Read Magic can drop one of the cards that I definitely can't play in that hand. I could faint or I could Tome of Spells. Obviously, Tome of Spells. Get it, champ. If they turn around and kill me this turn, I'm going to be so mad. Okay, 16 by 2. They don't even kill me if I don't defend. Should have done that in the opposite order, obviously. Alright. Up! Flurry! Woo! Spell recall as well as knowledge. Natural 20. Your next attack this turn does double damage. What? I don't know about that. Definitely not for this deck. Turn a spell from your discard pile to your hand. I mean, as long as we have a spell in our discard pile, that's good. Because it doesn't exhaust anymore. How many spells do we have? Not that many. Oh, no. Like, all of our cantrips count? Okay, fair enough. Well, they count until we play 3 cantrips in a turn. Choose one of 3 random spell cards and add it to your hand. Cost 0 this turn. I think I want this one, actually. Snecko Eye. No. Almost, like, the core of this deck that actually functions is not the Gemini and the Momentum and stuff like that. It's the cantrips. So taking the Snecko Eye is bad for that. 2 strikes and defend out of there. We get a mirror entity upgraded as well as a natural 20 and grapple. Target loses 20 strength in this turn. Can't use the same turn as an attack ethereal. Against the time eater, that could be totally effective, sure. Alright, we got a path that we can get an early shop on. Enchanted Molinet. Yeah, it's 2 damage art, 2 energy art. Deal 15 damage to all enemies. If any of them die, gain an energy. Okay. Definitely lunge first. Well, that one was a pretty easy choice. Okay, I don't have any strength ups yet, so Disintegrate is a little underwhelming. There's our first strength up. This is 20, 32, 42. 20, 32, 42 is... Gosh. I hope it's lethal because it really sounds like it in my head. There it is. Cool. We'll take an Alacrity. The extra energy next turn is getting more and more useful. Oh... Wait, that was over encumbered, wasn't it? That's really bad for us. We need to get rid of that instantly. Blue Candle, curse cards can now be played. Well, we've found a way to get rid of it instantly. And Gremlin Horn, whenever an enemy dies, gain energy and draw a card. Unfortunately, the negative effect of over encumbered happens when you draw it rather than at the end of the turn with like almost every other curse. And as a result, the Blue Candle is actually not that great for playing against it. So I actually still do need to remove it from the deck. Finesse. This is totally the deck for Finesse as well. Runic Prism, whenever you play a spell, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. That would be overpowered in a cantrip deck were it not for the fact that cantrips are only spells for the first 3. So that's good consideration there. Every 5th card you play, gain 1 strength. I would love Cammer. I would love Cammer, but I can't get it. Gotta remove the over encumbered. And you know what? I'll take Finesse. Hey, perfect, because I was giving away the rest of my gold anyway. Red Mask at the start of each combat, apply 1 weak to all enemies. On top of their languid, that's insane. Wait a second. But the garlic is giving them languid. Okay. The Energized Rift. Start taking out the backliner here as well. I only need to leave enough for a single arcane dodge, right? Ooh. Actually already fully defended. Needed just a wee bit more damage. If I did the heavy strike first, if I thought about it my turn in advance, I could have done that correctly. Ah! Strange Spoon. Cards with exhaust, when played, will instead discard 50% of the time. We now have a doubt in our discard pile. That's one of the reasons I don't like Strange Spoon. I'm allowing myself to take 7 damage here. Because gosh, it makes it so much more effective. Flurry is 30 damage right now. Kill the Exploder. And then the Lightning Bolt draws me another. Hey, nice Alacrity. I really want to just Shocking Grasp, but I don't think I Power Slash directly after. Well, I would take 1 damage, but the thing is I don't need to take 1 damage, so I don't think I should. Nice. All I needed was a good defensive card there. And combo cards are at the start of each turn. Add a random cantrip to your hand. Oh, yes, please. Sure, let's get rid of defensive cards right now because we know we're not going to need those instantly. Knowledge pool for... Damn. Taking Energized Rift because I have Tome of Spells in hand. So if I Energize Rift, I go down to 8 space in hand and then I add 3 cards. So I want to play another card before I do that, so I'll hunker down. Actually, no, it goes... I need 8 space in my hand for that. Whoops. Play that in the Alacrity. Then the Energized Rift. It's a lot of sparks. And we mostly have kind of spells and arts in our deck, so... There was another Energized Rift. Whoops. Every card that we play is just increasing the effectiveness of all of the cards thereafter. So. Oh, this is too many Read Magics. We've got 2 Flurries in hand now, though. 23 damage 3 times, yeah. So ultimately the goal here is to play as many things as possible for 0 cost or near. Then we Heavy Strike, Ray of Frost, Flurry, and a Flurry one more time. That's pretty good for a first turn. If I do say so myself, and I did just then. Yeah, we got a kill. There's no way I can even possibly see that we don't have a kill this turn. Oh, Memoring to negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Not bad. Yeah, probably past that. Losing Faint ain't that bad. Actually, we can't combo against the Time Eater, so losing something like Power Attack is good. Because you want the benefit from Power Attack, you want to play a bunch of attacks in the same turn, but playing a bunch of attacks in the same turn is actually probably get me killed pretty quickly. I think it's going to be important that I have Gemini form kind of cheating a bunch of cards out of my deck right now because, again, I can't just use cantrips in that final fight. Add a ghost card to your head every turn. That's actually bad for me right now. Because the cards are just, you know, defend, strike, fetch from deck. And they're going to take a space in my hand, and hand space is actually kind of at a premium for us right now. Hey, it's me! Hello, me. You actually have a turn timer as well. That's really annoying. Charge parry, charge parry. Block. Splash for the draw. Frost. Frost, and then Flurry. Easy 40 damage. I'm on 22, so you'll overflow mine to 30, right? Yeah. Now, apparently, the thicker the deck, the more they'll overflow your deck by. So the second turn always still overflows. Unless I play an art this turn, which I can right there, I can gain an artifact. And that artifact allows me to permanently keep this 3 strength. Do I want the extra energy next turn, or do I want Shocking Grasp? Extra energy next turn. The Time Maze ability only exists on the Rhapsodic Order for the first turn. After that, we're fine, so. I mean, I could disintegrate through that, but I could also just Mirror Entity and Momentum. Mirror Entity, Momentum, Ebb and Flow. Oh, gosh. You've now got Vajra for 1 strength, as well as Thread and Needle. Right. Gemini form, grapple. Can't attack now. Well, I can't attack, but you also can't attack. Can play a power attack this turn? Sure. Really no reason to, but really no reason not to. Oh, never mind. There was a reason to. Huh. Imagine that. Hang on. Thread and Needle gives you 5 plated armor, but Thread and Needle only gives 4 plated armor. Oh, I don't know about that. Unplayable. Game-breaking bug right there. Oh, gosh. You actually have the bronze scales. That's so bad. We have a bunch of cantrips we want to attack you with. Oh, boy. Let's discard a card that we literally cannot play, even if we wanted to, but we don't, so we won't. What? We have so many buffs and debuffs. I can't see anything that says I can't play any attacks. I thought my previous attack just failed. I haven't played grapple. So I should be able to play attacks. God. So many buffs and debuffs. Alright. Let's... We can charge parry first. Brings out Obscuring Mist and does give me the effect of it. Nice. 18 5 times is just short of lethal. And now it's lethal. Get him. Quantum Egg whenever a card is created during combat, it's upgraded. Oh my gosh. We actually finally got it. What do you mean we got it? Every one of our cantrips is now going to be upgraded. You realize that, right? What if you play spell during your turn, gain strength? It's actually pretty good for us. Spell strength. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Tome of Spells just immediately upgrading everything. There's our Arcane Accuracy. Drop Disintegrate. Because we don't have the ability to play the natural 20 with it. Okay, play an attack spell. That's Lightning Bolt. It's Lightning Bolt. So I should probably use Spell Strike before I draw Lightning Bolt. Or should I? Oh, no, wait. Lightning Bolt and Shocking Grasp. Okay. Hey, hit him with a Shocking Grasp. Nice. That grasp just isn't good. I'd go so far as to say it is absolutely, positively shocking. Yeah, exactly. All right. I mean, I can discard whatever. It doesn't matter. Cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get a bunch of powers in play that turn. Instead, I tried to focus on damage and making a bunch of cantrips. That was probably incorrect to have done. Knowledge Pool gives us... I'm actually going to take the Earthen Wall and then play it to balance out the Dex down that I gave myself earlier. Uh-huh. Really hoping to kill this turn. It's not going to do it. Hey, a Blade Burst. What? That's not upgraded. It was created in combat. I don't know about that one. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Yeah, we're just gonna have to kind of cop this one. Tangibility back on the enemy as well. Oh boy. Well, I haven't attacked yet this turn, so I still have the ability to use Flurry. Sorry, use Grapple, rather. And, in fact, I believe it's probably time to do that. So Grapple is effectively, you know, just... It's delay against a single target if they're attacking so that you can start putting up your powers. Okay. I can see its place. Definitely got to get the charge parry out early because I need the extra strength for all of these attacks. Good goddamn, there are just so many different intersecting parts of this character. Alright. Hell of a lot of prestidigitation there. Pretty ridiculous defense. I'd love to have played Gemini form that turn, but no. Wasn't really in the cards there. Double up on a useful one. Right, well, natural 20 the feint for the kill. Not that it was the best. Bulk up, Flurry, heavy, probably none of those. And I'll take that potion, and I'll take that potion, and that's about it. I don't think there's anything I really need to smith anymore. I think it's just rest before the boss fight. Okay, momentum's pretty good to start out with. I don't think I want to start generating a bunch of cantrips for our deck, because if I do that, I will just die at a time it is downside. Yikes. Yeah, that's not really how I wanted that turn to turn out. Do have extra energy for this turn, though, so... Oh, yes! That's exactly what I wanted. Just give me my powers. Get them in play. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to cheat the timer on the... 20 strength this turn is actually really good right now. I specifically did that in a way that would not... Specifically did that in a way that wouldn't generate more cantrips, because I believe that if I have those in my deck, I will lose. We did just increase our strength. Good. Okay. Stereo potion, strength potion. Strength potion should have been on from the very start of the fight. That's pretty good. And easy defense. I know there's another grapple in the deck, so I can lunge for it. There isn't? Oh god, was there ever? A second grapple in the deck, that is. Nope. Nope, there's just the one, and I screwed up. Well, I just need as much defense as I can get this turn, so. This cantrip each turn is played twice. Yeah, sure. That's played twice. And then I also get the Ray of Frost. I can burn the Doubt. It doesn't go back into my draw pile either that time. Nice. 33 is a pretty large amount of damage. Hunk is better off not played. I want the ability to play 4 cards next turn at the very least. Natural 20. Flurry. It's a lot of damage. And then we'll just disengage for the best defense we can get there. All right, so the enemy is not vulnerable anymore this turn when it gets back to their turn. So I would need a way to deal 158 this turn. Is it possible? Definitely. Am I going to be able to do it? No. I haven't played any arts this turn, so I need to find some arts. I have now played 4 arts this turn, according to Greater Invisibility. I could play Greater Invisibility, but I get no effect from it. So instead, why don't I just discard it? Just trying to set myself up as best as I possibly can for the turn after. Okay. Combo caster is it's just way too late for that. Oh, I forgot that they all combo over one another again. Whoops. That's my bad. I probably should have played another one of the Tome of Spells. Quantum Egg gives us an upgraded Read Magic. The enemy intends to attack by weak and vulnerable. That's pretty good. Well, I just played double defense there because I'm dumb and forgot that it was going to get double played. Whoops. Thankfully, I have the potion to bring me back. Now I'm going to use the Essence of Steel for defense. Choose 2 cards to discard. I kind of want both the Alacrity, but more than that, I want the damage. Oh my gosh. Just trigger each other all the time. Doing double Alacrity just to have a ridiculous amount of energy next turn. Unfortunately, I am card limited next turn. 4 cards max. Probably dead. Yeah, that was my best defensive option. I have no other offensive options. The fact that I screwed up the other turn and just let the Time Eater hit me 3 times is probably what killed me ultimately. Also, the fact that the deck was so thick without any consistent strategy. Like, you can run thick, but I would recommend that you know the card set first so that you can work with the available synergies and things like that, which we didn't and didn't. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire Modded. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. So there's a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, and future, as well as a link to the Steam store page for the game Slay the Spire, as well as a link to each of the GitHub released repositories for each of the mods featured in this video, as well as a video of me instructing you how to install them. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you next time.